Good evening. I'm Enarida Lord and welcome to Churikua.
I can feel your enthusiasm and admiration. I'll answer your question with a story about how I became a priest, about my discipline and inspiration, and about how a stroke of good fortune came to my way when I was very young, just a boy. Back then, I lived in a village not far from here. My family was humble. We worked the land and sold what our fields produced. My older brother, Liwei, was tall and strong, and he was looking for a way to get ahead. He decided to go to the city and learn the trade of construction. It wasn't very far, just a day's walk. Every so often, he would come to visit us and bring us what he earned, keeping only a small portion for himself. Trade struck soon after. An earthquake hit just he was working. He didn't manage to get out of the building in time, as some beams he was placing fell on top of him. As soon as we heard the news from a coworker who was also from there, we didn't have the money to go to get his body. So we sought out a priest for our hometown to bring the body back to us and accepted. A few days later, a priest passed by night. Even thought he announced his arrival by ringing a bell. I slipped out joyfully, thinking the priest was coming to take Leo away. But but my surprise was even greater when I saw his pass by the priest with four animated corpses with parchment talismans on their faces, their stiff bodies moving, their arms raised slightly below shoulders height and jumping without colliding, without rushing ahead, without lagging behind in step with the priest. I gasped so hard I almost screamed. The wind blew so hard that the talisman on the forehead of two of them flew off. They flew into rage. The corpses turned toward me, coming leaping in a great hurry, and I was so terrified that before I could scream, priest, with great skill and grace, ran as fast as the wind, stood in front of me, and with a few talismans and prayers to control, I saw him there, with determination on his face, focused, never taking his eye off the corpses he was controlling. His composure, determination, calmness filled me with admiration. So did his speed and agility. He motioned for me to be quiet. He gestured that I should calm down, breathe slowly, and hold my breath, since they couldn't see but could hear. And that was why they were following me. He said goodbye to me and with a bow left. I stood there, frozen, stunned, and as soon as they were a safe distance away, I went inside and acted as if nothing had happened. The next day, the priest we had hired arrived, walking in and waiting at the temple to perform the customary funeral rites. I told my family I needed some advice, and they gave me a few moments alone with him. I told him what had happened that night, and he said, "You were very lucky, young man. That night you encountered the Jiangshi, you might not have come out unscattered. However, the important thing is that you are here, safe and sound. As he told me, the Jiangshi are the dead who refuse to rest in peace. There are many reasons why they wander between the living and the dead, clinging to the former but refusing to belong to the latter. There are various causes for their nature, but all of them are linked to disturbing their rest, failing to respect it, or even an unnatural death. That priest took the Yangshi who had invaded a village near ours. They had even infected some else along the way, some who became a new Yangshi, and led them to a temple where they would be sealed away and confined so as not to harm anyone. Sometime later, I hear of other Yangshi attacking the region, and that was when I made the decision to become a priest, not to mention offering comfort to those in need, living in both worlds, in the duality of the world, life and death, yin and yang, day and night.